Battle styles, battle styles. This has always been the cheapest booster box out of all of the alternate art sets. And what's interesting is that this was the first set that had alternate arts. It was battle styles, but it has always been the worst. And now that Silver Tempest booster boxes are no longer available for MSRP on the Pokemon Center website, there's only Battle Styles and Vivid Voltage left on the Pokemon Center website. Vivid Voltage right now is sitting around MSRP for market price, but Battle Styles is a little bit under MSRP. So this is the cheapest set now that you can get for a booster box with alternate arts. Battle Styles is the cheapest. So it sort of brings up the question at this point, since everything, all basically alternate art booster boxes, not including Battle Styles, they're all around 180 now. So it kind of begs the question, do you buy Battle Styles because it's like $40 to $50 less than any other alternate art booster box? And if you want to give, if you want my opinion, I have 0 Battle Styles booster boxes right now, and in the future, I'm going to have 0 Battle Styles booster boxes. And the reason for that is because I think at this price point, even if it's $40, $50 lower than next best thing or whatever, I refuse to buy this. I remember when people were buying these at $70 and $80. At that price point, sure, buy them. Obviously it's like basically no risk there, and a lot of people did buy them. A lot of people took advantage. Some people still didn't buy them, and I was one of those people because I don't care how cheap it is. I wasn't gonna buy Battle Styles, but people did it, and if you bought it $70, $80, you've almost doubled your money now. So a lot of those people may have already sold because if you see here, Battle Styles when it was going up, it just hasn't done anything. And a lot of the Sword and Shield sets, a lot of them did plateau around this point, but we can see a lot of them are starting to move now. But if you look at Battle Styles for the past month, it has done nothing. So it just shows a lot about Battle Styles that, it's cheap for a reason. It's just people don't want it, and people are not really buying these. And that is something where people bring up, I've been hearing, this is why I wanted to talk about Battle Styles, because I've been hearing some people talking about that Battle Styles is next to start going up. Yeah, it's going to go up over time, but you got to understand something. With these boxes that are more value plays because they're cheaper, no one really wants them, you got to think about liquidity. No one's really buying these. Like, look at this sales data. It's atrocious. Like, there's a lot of days where they don't even sell, and even during the whole Black Friday TCG player sale, the most it sold was 21. And that's honestly surprising because if you look at that, the rest of the days, like nothing really sold. Nobody cares about Battle Styles. Now, obviously, this could be the sleeper play of all time, but I feel like it's had so much time to grow now, and the fact that this is cheaper than Vivid Voltage and Darkness Ablaze, it says a lot about this set. And it's honestly surprising because when you compare Battle Styles to those sets, I would say Battle Styles is better, but I think just the whole sentiment around Battle Styles. First of all, I'm not going to lie, I do not like this booster box. It just has the Urshifu's. Urshifu, I have never heard anyone saying that's their favorite Pokemon. I think Urshifu is just not that popular, and the fact that this is revolves around Urshifu's really the booster box design. Obviously, the Tyranitar is the top card, but just the whole sentiment around the set. Just nobody wants it. Like, if there was any explanation like that could tell me if this is a good set or a good investment, like why is this cheaper than Darkness Ablaze and Vivid Voltage? It literally makes no sense, and maybe that's why there's a play here. But I'm gonna tell you, straight up, like I'm never gonna buy a booster box of this just because of liquidity. No one wants Battle Styles, and nobody's buying Battle Styles. It's like I'll never buy this set, but maybe you guys out there maybe see some potential because the Tyranitar is a really good alternate art. I'm not gonna lie, but it still doesn't really matter because if it was really that good and this was undervalued, it would have been moving. Because this past month, go to any Sword and Shield booster box, they've all been moving. Any Sword and Shield booster box alternate arts, like anything past Battle Styles, all of them have been moving. I can name all of them, like Chilling Reign, Fusion Strike, Evolving Skies, like all these like past, like they're all moving, but just Battle Styles isn't. So like you could say this is an underrated play and that this is going to start following suit to everything else because this is now the last alternate art set that hasn't moved up yet, and it's going to be the next one. But I'm not going to lie, like Battle Styles, it's just so bad. Like I will never, I don't care if this box was like $60, like the liquidity and just, I don't want this. And I don't know if you guys feel the same about this set, but Battle Styles it's just so bad. Like just I don't know. I'll just never get a booster box. And at these prices, I'm telling you, I'd rather pay $40 more and get like, Silver Tempest or Astral Radiance, because I just don't like battle styles. So if you go on eBay, you can get them for the same price as you saw on TCG Player for $135. So they are still cheaper than MSRP, and they still are available on the Pokemon Center website. And what I found very interesting about battle styles, this says a lot about battle styles, but you can buy crazy amounts at one time. So usually we know that you can buy, quantities like of 6, and that's usually the purchase limit. But there really wasn't a purchase limit, so I actually checked to see how many I could purchase, and you can buy 48 at one time. Honestly, if you buy 48 at one time, I really wonder how they would even ship that, because that's what, 8 cases? So I don't know how they would honestly ship this, maybe in a huge box, I don't really know. But that's crazy, you can buy 48 boxes at one time. I actually want to check Vivid Voltage to see how many you can buy Vivid Voltage. See if this one, okay, you can at least, it has at least a purchase limit of 24. But the fact that Battle Styles doesn't really have one, but it's at 48, it shows how much supply they really have. And, I talk about this, Battle Styles, it really, if you compare it to, Vivid Voltage and Darkness Ablaze, I think Battle Styles as a set is better. Like, I'm not gonna, like, it has the Tyranitar, that's really all it needs. But this set is just like, I don't know what it is. It might be just the box design, it'd be called Battle Styles, but nobody wants this. And it's really crazy, because honestly, the Tyranitar is a good alternate art, but just the rest of the set, it's just, I'm actually surprised this is even $50, $60, but these just aren't popular alternate arts. Like, when you think about alternate arts in Sword and Shield, you really don't think about any of these down here. Yeah, maybe some people bring up Tyranitar, but this is just the set that has like the worst alternate arts that just really aren't talked about. But definitely that Tyranitar is a pretty good alternate art in my opinion. But what's surprising is if you look here, all the alternate arts at this point, they were all going up. But since then, it's just been going down. And I'm very surprised that this has not rebounded, because we even see some of the alternate arts that really weren't moving, like Blaziken, the Blaziken VMAX alternate art from Chilling Reign. That one wasn't doing anything, but it's recently starting to go up. Like, basically all the alternate arts, the top chases from all these sets, they're all going up now, but Tyranitar really hasn't. So just this whole set, it's just strange, because I don't think it should be cheaper than Darkness Ablaze and Vivid Voltage, but it is. And it has alternate arts. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, maybe this is the best sleeper play of all time, but I feel like it's just had so much time to do something, but it hasn't done anything. When that time is going to come, or is it going to come? Like, obviously it's going to go up, but I don't know. It's Battle Styles is such a weird state, because it's super cheap for a booster box that has alternate arts, but it only really has one alternate art. But it's just, I don't know. Battle Styles is super strange, and I want you guys to tell me in the comments below if you have Battle Styles booster boxes, or if you're planning on buying Battle Styles booster boxes, because now, the cheapest other alternate art booster box is going to be like $170, $180. Is this now the play? Is this the next one that's going to move up? Or is it just going to stay here for a while? Because, it is crazy to think about that now all the alternate art booster boxes are above like 180, and this is the only one that's like under, it's $50 less than like the next thing. It's a crazy thing. So maybe people will come back to Battle Styles, but I just don't really see it happening. So yeah, it's very strange. But I'm telling you right now, if you're going to ask me, Vapor Self, are you ever going to buy? I'll never buy a single box, and I have 0 boxes. This is not one of those things where I'm trying to gatekeep. I'm telling you, I have 0 boxes, and I refuse to buy any. So I just want to talk about Battle Styles, because it is the last alternate art set that really hasn't gone up. Tell me down in the comments below what you think about this set. Do you think it's going to run up here, or do you think it's just going to stay where it's at? So that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.